everyone, today we're going to talk about yoga for desk workers and look at some of the posture problems that you might get from having to sit, working from home, maybe driving a lot, being at a desk and computer a lot. So we're going to start off with having a look at the way we sit. Now, it's good to sit with your feet flat on the floor. As you can see, I have to move right to the edge of my chair because I'm so short to get my feet flat on the floor. And it's really good if you can sit with bare feet or stocking feet and just have a wee play about with your feet there. Just give them a wee stretch, bend your toes back. Ooh. Just give them a stretch there. You can lift them up and put them down. Just feel your feet flat on the floor there. And just have a look at the way you're sitting. Now, a good way to sit is where you can sit on these wee bones here. So if you're rocking your pelvis back and forward, you can feel just where those bones meet your hands, and they're in a vertical position, and that's a really good place to sit. Breathing in right down your spine, it's nice and straight. And just having a think about where your head meets the top of your spine. Just at the top of your neck there and your hairline, and you can just have a wee rub there and see if there's any tension. We often hold a lot of tension there because our heads are actually really heavy, so it's really heavy carrying this around all day. Now, you might want to place your finger on your chin, and that gives me a big double chin. But I can't see, so that's fine. And just think about a string pulling the top of your head up. And that's a really good position to be in. We're thinking about, often we hold a lot of tightness and tension in these muscles here, our pectorals, so we're going to stretch them out. And we'll start off by just doing some shoulder circles. So this is going to be done. I'll do one first, so it's in 4 parts: up, back, down and forward, up, back, down and forward. Now we'll just try doing 3 of those on each side. So if we start off with our left, we'll do up, back, down and forward, up, back, down, forward, up and forward, and then the same on the other side. So up, back, down, forward, up, back, down and forward, up, back, down and forward. Now for me, yoga is a lot about getting in touch with our breath. It's a real good anchor point to be able to, if you feel a bit stressed, just to be able to connect with your breath. And sometimes doing these stretches and movements and paying attention to your breath can really help with that. So what we're going to do this time is we're going to do 3 back the way with both shoulders, but we'll tie in our in-breath with the first 2 movements. So that's breathing in, up and back and out, down and forward. In and out. And one more. In and down. And just seeing how, if that makes, give your shoulders a wee shake, see if they're starting to loosen up. Now we're going to do some movements with our shoulder to further loosen that off. Now I want you to take your right hand and put it on your right shoulder. I'm going to start off by doing tiny wee circles just at your elbow. Imagine your elbows drawing a very small circle, about the size of a 50p. That's not a circle, but make sure you're going to all the points in that 50p. And then before we start to make our circle bigger, if you can turn your head to the side and just tuck your chin down. And then just start to make that circle bigger, just nice and slowly. And feel your shoulder blades sliding down your back. sliding over or gliding. And I want you to think about breathing in as you go up and out as you come down. Okay, now just leaving your head where it is, I want you to take that hand down and just let it hang a few inches from your body. Give your fingers a wee wiggle. And we're just going to rotate that shoulder joint, so turn your palm one way and then back to facing your body. Turn it out so your palm's facing away and back. And you can tie that in with your breath. So breathing in as you turn it round and out as it comes back. We'll just do 2 more. In and out. And just feel that movement in your shoulder, stretching your fingers out. And then bring your hand back to your leg and your head back to the centre, but just let your head hang and feel that nice stretch in the back of your neck. And just feel that, you can feel that tension where your head meets your neck. Yeah, I just want you to monitor that and see how that feels over the next few sessions. So breathing in, lifting your head up, and we'll do the same on the other side. So remember, tiny wee circles. And at this point your chin's tucked, your head's pulled up, tiny wee circles. Taking a big deep breath in, and as you breathe out, turn your head to the side and just let it dip down. And start to work into that shoulder joint, making that circle bigger, just as big as feels comfortable. And then time your breath in with that, so breathing in and out as you come down. In and out as you come down. In, out, and then just one more. Bring your head back to the centre and just let it hang there. Okay, lifting our head up, we'll just give our hands a wee shake.